Yes, good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Online? Yes, so let's get started. Good evening, Swapnil, Pashna, good evening. Rich, projector. Right. So today we are going to discuss about scripting, right, guys? So scripting is a bit important for administrator, right? So generally, what is the use of scripting, guys? First of all, what is scripting? Use बाद में जानेंगे. What is scripting? Why we need to write scripts? To save time and then so automation. Okay. So for doing automation to save the time, administrator, otherwise, give me 1 minute. Now it's okay. Now it's okay. Upasna, can you hear me? Am I audible, guys? Right. Okay. So now, so we are going to discuss about scripting. So exactly what is script, guys? What is script? Simple, man. In our human life, we are going to use the word called script into movies, serials. Yes, no. So they are going to provide one script. According to that, we need to act. Same concept here also. I hope you got it, guys. So in movies, usually hero, heroine, how they are going to play the role with the help of their scripts only. File means the paper. Then according to that, they are going to perform they're going to perform actions and those all kind of stuff. Same thing we are doing here in our operating system also. Got it, guys? So with the help of script, administrator, he's going to reduce the work. 99% people, they are going to say scripting for automation, but I am saying scripting for semi-automation. So usually you can say automation, it's not a problem, but according to my knowledge, scripting for semi-automation, right, guys? Okay, so usually assume this, you got a job as a Linux engineer or Linux administrator, right, guys? Screen రావట్లేదా? మీరు ఒకటి చెప్పండి, నేను ఒకటి కనెక్ట్ చేస్తాను. వచ్చిపోయిందా? నో ఇట్స్ ఓకే. ఒక్క నిమిషం. Right. Okay. Now it's okay. Okay. So let's see, guys, here. Scripting for semi-automation. Generally, people, they are going to say for automation. Not only administrator, DevOps also needs scripting. I don't know much about DevOps, Pankaj. Okay. Right. So clear. So in Linux, what kind of script we are going to write, and then I'll teach. I don't know much about DevOps. Okay. I don't have that much of knowledge. Okay. Right. So let's see, guys, here. Right. So usually you got a job as a Linux admin. Right. So we got a job as a Linux administrator. So every day you are trying to executing few commands, that too frequently. So 20 to 30 commands you'll have that too very lengthy commands like nmcli, those kind of commands. Example, very lengthy commands we are trying to executing. Got it, guys? So frequently, every 15 minutes, or otherwise every 1 hour, you're executing same commands. You're executing same commands, right? So if you need to execute those 20 to 30 commands manually, how much time it will take? Maybe you are a good, you have the good like speed into typing also. It will take some time, right? At least 5 to 10 minutes time it will take. Yes, no. For executing those scripts, means for executing those commands, it will take some time. That too we are trying to executing frequently. Lagatar, frequently we are trying to executing. So instead of executing those commands manually, what we are going to do in the sense, we are going to put those all the commands into one file. Our operating system, it will take input through input devices as well as from files also. I hope you got it, guys. Our operating system, it will take the input from input devices like keyboard, mouse, and as well as from files also it will take. So those all the 20 to 30 command we are going to write into one file. We are going to execute the file, right? Are you going to execute the file? Automatically it is going to execute. We need to execute the file. So that's why I'm saying semi-automation. I hope you got it, guys. If you put this file into the job, if you're scheduling this file into the job automation, like cron tab 80, like this applications will have, if you schedule the script into the cron tab, then it will become automation. But I'm not going to teach about the cron tab here. Only I'm going to teach related to scripting. Got it, guys? So clear, right? So that's why I'm saying scripting is a semi-automation. So you are writing script, it is not going to execute automatically, whether you need to schedule or otherwise you need to execute manually. I hope you got it, right? So clear, guys, right? So now exactly what is script? What is the use of script? I hope you got it. Administrator is trying to reducing his work with the help of scripting. So for example, we are trying to executing few tasks. It's taking half an hour. With the help of script, it will take hardly 5 to 10 minutes. Between 5 to 10 minutes itself only, we can execute our task, right? So that is called script. Simple. How the hero, heroine, they're going to read the script and according that they are going to act, right? Like the same way, according to our requirement, we are going to write the script, we are going to execute the script. So according to our requirement, we are going to perform the actions into our operating system, not into our real life. Okay. So got it, guys? Clear? I hope you're clear, right? Right. So coming to RHEL 7.0, right, guys? So in RHEL 7.0 operating system, by default, what kind of shell environment it having? How we need to know? How to check the shell environment? Pankaj, apart from Pankaj, no one they are going to give the answer, I know. Yes. Yes, guys. So how to know the shell environment? Echo $0, not O, it's a 0. Or otherwise echo $. Yes, no. By default, we'll have bash shell, right? So by default, in this operating system, how many shell environments will have, we need to know. Default shell is a bash only because it's the latest shell, bound again shell. So it is a success of KSH and CSH, con shell and C shell, then SH. It's a successor because instead of using K shell and C shell, SH, most of the people they're using bash only because what kind of features will have in KSH and CSH, everything it got included in bash. So that's why most of the people nowadays, all the latest operating system by default, it having bash, including Windows. So from Windows 10 onwards, they are introduced to us bash environment bit, not much more. I hope you got it, guys. In Windows 10 as well as in Windows 11, in both the operating systems, you can execute few Linux commands like SSH command you can execute, right? So I hope you got it, right? So how to know the shell environment in RHEL 7.0, not only RHEL 7.0, into any Linux operating system, etc shells is a file. etc shells is a file, then hit enter. It will support sh, it will support bash, it will support tcsh, and it will support csh by default. I hope you got it, guys. So at present, what kind of shell will have? Bash will have. I need to switch from bash to sh. At present, we'll have bash environment. So I need sh environment, shell environment. Simple sh, then hit enter. You're going to get Bourne shell. sh means Bourne shell. Echo $0. See, it's showing sh. Exit. We are back to bash. Then let's check shells. I hope you got it. You need to switch from bash to csh. csh, that's it. So echo $0. Now we'll have into css shell. I hope you got it, how to change the shell environment into our operating system. Clear? Right? I'm going back to bash again. So because we are discussing about bash scripting, I'm back to bash. So clear, guys? Those all very simple things, but it's a very, very important thing. So how to check the shell, how many shells we'll have into our operating system, how we need to know, how we need to change the shell environment from one shell to another shell. So easily we can change, it's not a big deal. So now main मुद्दे पे आ जाएंगे हम लोग अभी. So the main concept we are going to discuss about shell scripting. How to write the script. Guys, we need to follow 3 steps. We need to follow 3 steps for writing script. First step, you need to create file. Second step, you need to provide the executable permission for file. Always we are going to write the content. Without content, what you are going to execute? So we need to write the script file. We need to create the file. Then we should assign the executable permission. So, okay, then we are going to execute. Those 3 steps we are going to follow. Now I'm going to write one small program. So according to that, you are going to understand. So how we need to write the script. So I'm using VIM editor. I'm using VIM editor, guys. VIM. So my file.sh, anything you can give, your wish. Then open this file. It's an empty file. Then how we need to write the script. Guys, we need to start the script with the shebang. Shebang, shebang, hashbang, shebang, whatever if you want to can call. SHA, shebang. Usually I'm going to call shebang only. So if you want to can call shebang, hash, exclamatory mark, this is a shebang. Shebang, right guys? Shebang, shebang, hashbang, sharp bang, whatever if you want to can call. So your wish. We need to start the script with shebang. Then we need to define the interpreter here. So what kind of script we are writing now? We are writing bash script. So bin bash. So usually interpreter location inside the bin will have bash. Maybe if you are trying to writing only Bourne shell script, bin sh. Maybe you are writing CHS script, CSH. So like this, we should define the interpreter. With the help of this interpreter, we are going to write the script. CHS script, if you need to write, then we need to define the interpreter called CSH. So if you're trying to writing bash, we need to define bash. If you're writing KSH KSH you need to define. I hope you got it, guys. So this is a line we need to start with. We need to start the script with this line. Got it? So hash bang or sha bang. So bin bash. So we are writing bash scripting. So that's why we need to provide the interpreter. Exactly, interpreter, what it will do? It will convert human language to machine language. What we are trying to providing the instruction into this file, those all the instruction that is going to convert into the human language to machine language. Zeros and one binaries, right? So I hope you're clear. Yes, no, right? So next, so we are trying to writing anything you can write. As of now, how many commands we discuss? Those all the commands you can write into this file according to your requirement. So from the day one to till today, how many commands we discuss? You can write according to your requirement. Samajh rahe? So usually, if you need to learn only scripting, people they are saying 1 week to 15 days. Again, they are going to teach same commands only, basic commands. So got it, guys. इसीलिए यहाँ पे we are trying to completing the scripting within a 2 days, because already we discussed a number of the commands. That's 30 days. Yes, no, right. So now we are writing echo is a command. What it will do? It is going to print the value. It may be variable value. It may be string value. I'm writing hello world. I don't know why. Many people, they are going to start the script with hello world only. So that's why I'm also writing hello world only. Okay. So, okay, got it, guys. Anything you wish. Hello Chunnu Munnu, right? Whatever, if you want, you can write. So got it, guys, right? Next, anything you can write. So date, I'm writing date command, right? So save and quit. Save and quit. Got it? Now we are back to terminal. Guys, this dot sh is a mandatory. Yes, no. Question nene adugana, answer nene cheptunnanu. Extension, it's really mandatory. Yes, not a mandatory. It's not a mandatory. Without dot sh also you can write the script. We can execute. So extension, it's not a mandatory. Why I have given the extension in the sense I'm using VIM editor. VIM editor, it is going to understand this is a shell file like that. Script file like that. So easily you are going to identify the typo mistakes, man. If you're providing dot sh, easily you are going to identify the typo mistakes with the help of VIM. It's not a mandatory. Without dot sh also you can write. Got it? I hope you're clear, right? But why I have given dot sh? I'm using VIM editor. VIM editor, if you're not providing the extension, it is unable to consider what kind of file that is. It is going to consider as a text file. I hope you got it, right? Next, now how to execute the script. My file dot sh. What happened? Permission denied. Why permission denied? Why permission denied, guys? Anybody? Last chocolate. Tomorrow I'll get for you. For this session. కొంచెం గట్టిగా చెప్తే నాకు అర్థం అవుతుంది. సూడోనా? ఇక్కడ సూడో ఎందుకు వస్తుంది? నేను రూట్తోనే కదా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఐఎమ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటింగ్ విత్ హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ రూట్ యూజర్. వై ఐ షుడ్ యూజ్ సూడో? మేబీ ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఇస్ అ నార్మల్ యూజర్, ఓకే, ఐల్ యాక్సెప్ట్. ఓకే, చెప్పలేరా? ఆల్రెడీ రాసేసాడు. సో someone they are giving the answer, so that's why I have minimized that. Right, okay. Swapnil, very good, ma. So I said 3 steps we need to follow while I'm trying to writing the script at the time. అది కూడా మీరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోలేకపోతున్నారు. So first what I said, we need to write the script, then we need to assign the executable permission, then we need to execute like that, right? So वो भी आप बोल नहीं पा रहे हो. So let's see, guys, here. ls-l, myfile.sh, there is no executable permission for file. Why ఇప్పుడు ఇవ్వండి ఖచ్చితంగా చాక్లెట్. Question, first of all, listen the question. Why we don't have executable permission for file by default? उसको उधर उधर है आंसर, वो कोने में है. Yes guys, why files doesn't have executable permission in Linux by default? Swapnil, Pankaj. Yeah. What I said while we were discussing about file permission, by default, file doesn't have executable permission. Why? Because of few security reason. If you go to any Linux operating system, if you go to any Linux, not only in RHEL, so wherever if you want to can go, right? Any operating system in Linux, any version, files doesn't have executable permission. On the day we discuss few calculations also. So please go through that video or whatever it may be, notes, right? How to assign chmod. So plus x myfile.sh. Now let's check the permission. We got executable permission for each and every chocolate rat diniki. So for each and every field, user having executable permission, group having executable permission, other users having executable permission, right? So now let's try to execute my file. Say hello world, today date and time, system date and time. So like this, you can write the script, simple script. Folder का रहता by default. आप ये अभी नहीं पूछना. So already we completed everything. Okay. Okay. Right. chmod 400. If you're giving, what will happen in the sense you are unable to execute, man? Who said that? 400 means only read permission. How you are going to execute without executable permission, right? So I think you are doing AWS. I understand. Because while you are trying to access the EC2 instance at the time, you're going to provide the 400 permission for so ऐसा नहीं है. Now I am saying it is only has read-only permission, right? Already we discussed. Okay. You are not saying very good. If you are not saying, that's good. Right, guys. Now we'll start few scripts, few programs we are going to perform now. What happened? Guys, give me 1 minute. One minute, guys. The file actually it got available on desktop, but I have deleted. Right. Okay. So let's get started. So today, where is that file, man? 1 minute. Okay. So let's see, guys, here. So this is a program. Now you are going to write. Guys, how many of you know about echo command? Echo. What is the use of echo? Yes, guys. What is the use of echo? So it will print the value. It may be string value. It may be variable value, right? Okay. So now we have one command called echo hashtag not a comment. So what kind of output you are going to get if you are executing this command? So if you're executing this command, what kind of output you are going to get? Nothing will get, because we have hashtag in front of this line. So it's got commented. So commented means where we are going to use this comments. Simple, man. Usually we are going to write like huge script. We'll have for loops, if statements, something different kind of like so script we did. So it having huge content. Maybe your colleague, otherwise your manager, he's trying to understanding what you are writing, right? So he's unable to understand. Okay, so today you did, and maybe after 2 months you open that script, even you are also unable to understand. So after 2 months, what kind of script it is, so how we wrote like this, we are going to get some problems, right? So that's why what we are going to do in the sense, we are going to make few comments. For example, I'm writing for loop, so and so for loop, so and so purpose, if statement, so and so purpose. Like this, I'm going to write few comments inside the script. Those comments we should not execute. Yes, no. So we need to disable those lines. At the time, we are going to keep hashtag in front of that line. So you can comment any line. So it's not like this only those comments you need to comment. So you can comment any line. So got it, guys? So that's why we are unable to get anything here, because we'll have hashtag in front of this line. So hashtag means commented. So I have one situation. I need to print hashtags also. Then how? So you are going to keep forward slash, reverse slash. It will print hashtag comment. So I hope you got it, right? So now if you want to can consider the entire content as a string, single quotes you can give. You can give single quotes. So I hope you got it. So if you're providing single quote, the entire content it is going to consider as a string. So what is the difference between single quote and double quote? See here. Double quote dollar home. What it will do? It will print home directory of current user. We log in as a root user, so that's why it's providing root user's home directory. Then if you're providing single quote, what will happen? Let's see. So it will consider as a string value. Instead of printing the like home directory, it is going to print dollar home. I hope you got it, guys. So clear? Good. So next we are going to write few Upasana comment to avoid the yes, exactly. Okay. So now we are writing one script, PIM first script dot sh. So this is a file name. Okay. We are writing the script. Okay. So now let's see, guys, here. Always we need to start the script with the help of Shabang bin bash. So interpreter. Then now you people, you need to give the answer, because as of now we discuss many things. Yes, no. There's 30 days we discuss many things, right? So what is the meaning of this line? Echo, this is my first bash script. This line, what is this? Append. What I said, you should not call greater than like that I said. So I have given one name for that. So what is that? Redirector. Output redirector. Less than is the input redirector. Greater than is the output redirector. Excuse me. Two greater than is the error redirector. We are redirecting this line into output.txt file. What is the meaning of tilde forward slash? Tilde represents current user's home directory, means root users. Maybe if you are trying to executing the script with the help of student user, it will output.txt file, it is going to create inside the student user's home directory. Now we are trying to executing the script with the help of root user. So that's why it will create inside the root user's home directory. So one file it will create, that is output.txt. Inside this file will have this content. So this is my first bash script. And this is for presentation purpose, one empty line. We are appending, we are not redirecting, we are appending now, double greater than. And this is for presentation purpose. Hashtags. Those hashtags also we are appending into output.txt file. So I hope you all got it right. Yes, no. So now I'm going to copy, because we need to write, it will take time, right? So that's why I'm going to copy. Guys, I'm explaining each and every line. Please focus on it. So save and quit. Then how to execute? First, we need to, so we need to provide the executable permission, then execute. So how to check? We got a one file called output.txt. So how to know the content? So this is my first bash script, one empty line, then hashtag. So clear, right? So now echo list block devices. How to know the block device, guys? Which command we need to use to know the block device? This list block devices line we are appending into output.txt file. Very good. lsblk is a command. So lsblk command output we are going to get like this. This output we are redirecting into output.txt file. So like this. So echo list block devices append, we are appending into output.txt, then one empty line. lsblk command output also we are appending into output.txt file, again one empty line and hashtags. So those empty lines and hashtags for presentation purpose, that's it. So I hope you got it, guys. So clear? So save and quit. Then again you need to execute this one. So cat output.txt. See. So inside the output.txt file will have, excuse me, this is my first bash script and empty space hashtag list block devices empty line, then lsblk command output, again empty line and then hashtag. Right, good. So next, so this is a content we are redirecting into output.txt file. File system free space status. How to know the file system free space status? This is a command df-hrth, whatever if you want you can write. So df stands for disk is free space, -h means human readable format. Right? Then cat output.txt. See, guys, anybody having water? So let's see, guys, here. This is my first bash script. Thank you. This is my first bash script and empty line hashtag. So list block devices, empty line. So lsblk command output, again empty line and then hashtag. So first file system free space status, and this is df hyphen h command output. So like this, you can write any bash command into your script and then you can execute, right? So next we are doing how to write the backup script, data backup script. So we are going to discuss now. So let's see guys here, taking backup, right? So you know tar command, right? Usually I'm not transferring the data again. I need to start another mission. I need to enable the network. It will take time. You can do in your home, okay? Your own itself only. So you know what kind of commands we need to use. rsig command you can use to transfer the data, okay? So here we'll have bin bash, then purpose of the script. So we are going to get the important data backup, right? So guys, here date is a variable. You can write anything instead of date. And it's not like that you need to write it the capital letters. If you want to can use small letters also, it's not a problem. If you want to can use small letters also, it's not a problem, right? So date is a variable. Inside this date variable, we are trying to storing this value, this date value. Let's see here. July and then 2024. So this value we are going to store into date variable. This is variable, not command. Got it? So if you need to store the Unix command value into variable, that Unix command you need to keep into $sign and then brackets. Then only it will consider this is a Unix command. If you didn't provide this one, what will happen in the sense? It is going to consider this value date plus something like that. So I'll show you practically. Let's see here. We have one file called myfile.sh before we did, right? So we have date command, right? What I'm doing in the sense, I'm trying to writing echo today date is something like this. So usually echo command, it is not going to consider this date as a command. It is considering as a string. So let's try to execute this one. What will happen? Today date is date like that. Usually we need to get the date value, right? So let's open this file and then $sign. You need to keep this date command into square brackets. Now it will print system date and time. So got it, guys. Or otherwise, instead of providing the $sign and those all stuff, if you want, you can provide bastic symbol. Bastic. Guys, this is not a single code. This is a bastic symbol. So where you are going to find the symbol in the sense in tilde key. You'll have tilde key, right? So there you will have that symbol. It's not a single quotes. Save and quit. Both are same. So clear. So bastic symbol also you can use. So bastic symbol we are going to use to store the values into date. Okay. So clear. Yes, no, right. So this is date variable. It having date value. So today date will have. Then src directory. Anything you can write. It's not like this. You need to write src directory. Means source directory. So you don't know about the var www.html. We didn't discuss into our session because it's related to web server. So instead of var www.html, I'm going to provide some different directory. I think you know very well about etc, right? So I'm going to provide etc directory here, source directory to whom we need to archive. So etc is a directory I'm going to write. So destination directory. So where we need to create the archive file. Got it, guys? Destination. And then what kind of file name you need. So here we are writing name and we are calling this date variable here into this name field. So how we need to call the variable with the dollar sign? You need to keep the dollar sign in front of the variable. Then only we are going to get the value. Means file name with the date we are going to get. And tar.gz means extension CZF. We have P here. P means preservative permissions. So preservative permissions means, so while you are trying to archiving the file, at the time what kind of permissions will have, even if you are extracting same permissions will have, that is called preservative permissions. P stands for preservative permission. It's not a big deal. So now try to execute this one. VIM backup is a file name, backup.sh. Then paste it here. Then I'm writing here etc is a directory. Then we need to create one directory, guys. We need to create one directory /root /data backup. Okay. And then file name I'm going to change as a file. Then this is a comment. This is a command. This is a key command, right? Save and quit. According to the script, create one directory called data backup, right? So let's check the list. We'll have one directory called data backup. So now try to assign the executable permission for backup.sh file, right? Then execute this backup.sh file. It's creating archive file inside the data backup file. Data backup directory. So go to data backup directory, cd data backup directory, check the list. I hope you got it. File name with date. So now maybe any disaster, if it has got happen into your organization, so and so date files it gone, then easily you can recover with the help of the date at time. If you want to can add time also. आसानी से find कर पाओगे ना, फाइल का नाम ही डेट अगर है, so easily you are going to find, okay, customer means your client, he is asking so and so date data. So easily you are going to pick and then you are going to send the data to him. So like this, we can write the backup script. So clear? So next script, usually we need to discuss how to create the multiple users. But for creating multiple users, we need to discuss about for loop, guys. So with for loop only, we are going to create the multiple users, right? So actually give me 1 minute. I'm going to, actually I have saved those file into somewhere. So give me 1 minute. I'm going to get this. Okay. Guys, 1 minute. Google Drive లో కూడా 1 minute, guys. So 1 minute. So let's see, guys. Here now we are going to discuss about for loop, right? So without for loop, it's a bit difficult to use to create this multiple user script as well as database backup also. Those both we are going to discuss tomorrow. Today we are going to complete for loop, right? So let's see, guys, here. So usually you know very well about for loop, right? Means who know programming, those people they know about the for loop and those all stuff. Guys, don't expect from me. I don't know much about programming, okay? So I know how much we need for scripting. That's it. I used to actually I learned Java and those all stuff, but I didn't remember, okay, long back. So మీకు బాగా తెలిసి ఉంటుంది ఎందుకంటే just you are completed your graduation, so that's why. So let's see here. Coming to for loop. See, guys, LIC software is running Linux with Oracle. Very good. Congratulations. Okay. So bash for loop using an and list of values. So how to list the values with for loop using in. So loop means continuously it is going to happen until your condition is satisfied. It will print the output. So you know very well about for loop, right? So loop means simple syntax here for variable. This is variable in list of values. So we are going to provide the list of values. Those all the values that is going to store into this variable. Then do. We are going to start with the do action. So here, according to your requirement, you can write the commands, what kind of actions you need to perform, and then finally done. This is a syntax. In how to list the values with for loop. So for variable name in list of values, do and commands done. So this is one syntax. So we'll have one more syntax. You know very well about the syntax. C-like syntax, right? So for expression 1, expression 2, expression 3, example, I is equal to 1, I less than is equal to 5, for I plus plus, like this, we are going to provide the expressions. So usually in C language, we are going to use like this. So this is a C-like syntax. Got it, guys? For expression 1, I is equal to 1, for example. So expression 2, I less than is equal to 6 or something. And then I plus plus. So then same, do, done. In between, we are going to write the, right? Iteration, okay? So I hope you're clear, guys. So now we are going to perform few tasks, programs, right? So with the for loop. So I is equal to 1. I is equal to 1, right? Then for day, is a variable. You can write anything. In we have few values: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Those all the values we are going to store into day variable. If you call this variable, means you are going to call Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So now do echo is a command. What it will do, it will print the string value or variable value. Weekday dollar I plus plus means increments, right? And then dollar day. Day means we are calling this day variable. Done. Then what kind of output we are going to get now? What kind of output we are going to get if you're executing this program? I is equal to 1, guys. Here I plus plus means 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4 increments, right? So let's see here. Weekday 1, Monday, loop. Weekday 2, next, Tuesday. Weekday 3, Wednesday. Weekday 4, Thursday. Weekday 5, Friday. So like this, you are going to get the output. So it's a very simple, you know very well than me. So because I don't know much about programming, guys, but what I need, I am going to write. So I have that much of talent. That's enough. Maybe few terminology I don't know related to programming because I did long back, right? So that's why. So VIM for one dot sh. Guys, without bin bash, can we execute? No. Who said no? I said. In this operating system, we can, because by default we'll have bash only, right? Who said? I said no. No, right? We need to write the script with the Shabang bin bash, right? Yes, no. But here, coming to 7.0, by default, you'll have bash, right? Maybe if you're providing, if you didn't provide, we can. By default, it having bash only. So save and quit. chmod plus x for1.sh. So for1.sh. See, guys. Weekday 1, Monday, weekday 2, Tuesday, weekday 3, Wednesday, 4, Thursday, 5, Friday, like this. So I hope you're clear, guys. So how to list the values with the help of for loop, right? Arithmetic operators. Oh, those all terminologies, okay? Okay, right. So let's see here. I is equal to 1 because actually in different places we are going to use different names. Got it. In programming one name, generally while you are trying to writing somewhere there, some different name like that, okay? So I is equal to 1 for day in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then what kind of output we are going to get now? Same output, but you are going to get commas, that's it. Weekday 1, Monday, comma. Weekday 2, Tuesday, comma. Like that. Weekday 3, Wednesday, comma. You are going to get commas. You are separating with comma, right? So that's why you are going to get. So, okay, same file only I'm going to edit. So if you're providing comma, what will happen? It is going to separate with comma. Same output only you're going to get. Save and quit. So you're going to get commas here, right? Okay, so guys, if you keep those all the values into double quotes, what will happen? Now I'm trying to keeping those values into double quotes, guys. Monday to Friday, if you keep into double quotes, what will happen? What kind of output will get now? So it is going to consider entire value. It's not going to consider individual values. The total Monday to Friday, it is going to consider as only one value. I hope you got it right. So now we are doing weekdays is equal to I am writing those values here. Then what kind of output we'll get now? Same output. Weekday 1, weekday 2 like this will get, or otherwise only weekday will get. Weekday 1 only will get. Very good. Right? So I hope you got it, guys. So those for loops are enough, guys, usually for scripting. The two, especially for bash scripting. So if you're having this much of knowledge, easily you can write your script. It's not a big deal. So anyway, we'll have Google, right? ChatGPT, Google, right? Gemini, huh? Gemini. Gemini kaadu, Gemini. So Microsoft, Google, I think. Google Gemini, right? Google Gemini. Got it, guys. So clear? Right. So I hope you got it, guys. So same syntax. So anyway, if you're having the good knowledge in C language and Java, easily you are going to write the scripts. It's not a big deal. So here, as an administrator, we are going to use for loop, if statements, while loop, hardly. Those three only we are going to use. The operators and those all stuff, you know, greater than, less than, double greater than, equal to, those all the operators. So let's see, guys, here. So if you didn't provide anything, what will happen? Here we don't have any values. What will happen? So now what I'm doing, in essence, I'm going to remove those values. Okay, so we are going to disable this one, right? So I'm going to remove those values. Then what will happen? Huh? Nothing will happen, right? So actually, while you are trying to passing the argument it is going to read into the for loop. The argument it is going to store the value. The argument value it is going to store into the day variable. Then it will print. जो चाहिए वो दे सकते हो आप. So if you are providing hello, it will print hello. I hope you got it right. So clear? Hmm. Right, guys. So this is a important command for us. This is an important command for us, right? AWK I will teach you tomorrow. Don't worry, because no one they will teach about AWK, guys. Wherever if you want, you can go. Even if you want, you can go to the Red Hat partners also. Because in Red Hat syllabus we don't have AWK, right? So I will discuss tomorrow about AWK. But this for loop is a bit important for us. Same logic we are going to use to create the multiple users. Same logic we are going to use tomorrow. I will. Today I think it's not possible, right? So I is equal to 1 for username in AWK awk command. What it will do in the sense, it is going to read the file content by default behavior. By default behavior, it's a filter command, guys. So awk command, it is going to read the file content. So which content? etc password file content. etc password file contain. etc password contain. మొత్తం మర్చిపోయినారు, ఏం గుర్తులేదా? ఎస్ గైస్, అది కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ వల్ల నాకు తెలుసు, దాంట్లో ఏముంటుందని అడుగుతున్నా. యూజర్ యూజర్ పాస్వర్డ్, యూజర్ డీటెయిల్స్. వెరీ గుడ్ పంకజ్, గట్టిగా వినిపించాలి నాకు. సో యూజర్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మీన్స్ local user properties will have, right? So clear.
$1 means it is going to consider first field. How many fields will have an etc password file? How many fields will have an etc password file? Adam తిప్పుతున్నారు notes ని దబ 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 అంట. Yes guys, 7 fields will have username, password, UID, GID, comments, home directory, shell environment. Yes, no, right? So $1 means first field means username. This AWK command exactly what it's doing sense. It is going to read the first field from etc password username. It is going to store it in the username variable. The first field value, it is going to store into username variable, right? Then do echo username. This is increment, and then we are calling username variable. Means you're going to get the username 1 root, username 2 bin. Like this, you're going to get the list. So got it, guys? So guys, don't miss tomorrow. So uh, after long back, uh, because I'm not using this word nowadays, because if I'm saying don't miss tomorrow, you people, you're definitely are going to miss tomorrow. समझ में नहीं आ रहा है यार, मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ वो ऑपोजिट समझ में आ रहा है लोगों को. हाँ, so for 2.sh, see, total 38 users will have, right? So like this you can. What kind of output you are going to get with this program? Yes guys, a title chadivina jalu. So if you're reading that heading, you're going to understand. You're going to get the home directory's content. Simple man, I is equal to 1. CD tilde means wherever maybe you feel having, it is going to switch to the home directory. Then for item, item means variable name. Okay. So in star means wildcard expression, it is going to consider everything from home directory. Then item 1 anaconda, item 2 so and so file, item 3, so like this it will print. So let's try to execute this one. Same ls-l. So got it, guys? Clear? Star means wildcard expression. So the syntax we discussed, did you remember this one? While we were discussing about ls command at the time. Starting letter A file, starting letter B file, starting letter C file, starting letter D files, everything we are going to get, right? Like the same way you can write this program. Size equal to 1 for file in etc. Starting letter A file, starting letter B file, starting letter C file, starting letter D file. That to .conf extension we should have from etc directory. So file 1, so and so file, it will print. Starting letter A file. So got it? Save and quit. So starting letter A is A, starting B, C, D files. So like this, it will print. Okay. So I hope you got it, guys. Yes, no? Right. Breakout for the for loop. So usually we are going to get the output continuously, right? we need to break this output. So we are going to use if statement there. With the help of if statement, we are going to break. The condition, if it is satisfied, after Wednesday onwards, it should not print. So how? Like this. If dollar is equal to 3, from third value onwards, it should not print, it should break. So if, we need to start with if statement. We need to close if clause with fi. This is close clause. This is open clause. So I hope you got it, guys. So it will print only first 2 days. Monday, Tuesday, it will print. So clear? Save and quit. X C పక్కనే ఉంటాయి అబ్బా. See, Monday, Tuesday only you are going to get it. So continuation. So here we'll have Monday to Sunday. So here we are going to continue. So continuation. Maybe 7th day, 8th day should print weekend. Hence Sunday, Saturday, weekend. Monday to Friday, weekdays, like this it should print. So like this. Guys, why I'm doing copy paste in the sense I'm explaining everything, then I'm doing copy paste. Okay. So don't think Imran sir is copying from one document, he's pasting and then he's executing like that. Okay. So I'm explaining each and every line because of time. So we should not waste the time now. So, but I hope you got it. So what we are doing exactly. So what is the use of the script? Excuse me. Because all the enter values it is going to store in today. Then echo hyphen and then incremental. So got it, guys. Save and quit. Plus per 6.sh. So like this, it will print. So I hope you got it right. Next. C like syntax. So what kind of values we are going to get? Guys, this is a default variable called random, means environment variable. So by default, we'll have this variable called random. We are going to get random numbers. Random number 1, random number 2. How many numbers we'll get? So total 5 numbers we'll get. I is equal to 1. This is expression 1. I less than is equal to 5. Expression 2. I plus plus increment expression 3. C like syntax. Amma? Python? C. C, Java, Python, ఇంకేదైనా సరే లాంగ్వేజెస్ దాంట్లో బేసిక్ కండిషన్స్ ఇవే యూజ్ చేస్తారు. వాడచ్చు. కాకపోతే మీరు నాకు అర్థమైంది మ్యాటర్. పైథాన్ ఎందుకు అడిగారు? సో VIM. So but you should install Python first. So VIM. Got it, guys? Usually in DevOps tools, you people maximum you're going to use Python only. Python based shell. This is Bash. Coming to Ansible and those kind of stuff, by default, you'll have command module and shell module, raw module, 3 modules you'll have. command module and shell module. Actually, it will work depend on Python interpreter. RAM module, it's for to configure the not shell. So raw module, it is going to configure for switches and routers. Got it? So I hope you got it now. So VIM space, then here we are using bash interpreter. In Ansible, we are going to use Python interpreter. Command module and shell modules. It may be copy command, it may be anything, ID command, what we discuss as of now into our operating system. Those all the commands you can execute with Ansible also. But you are going to use the module called command or shell. Right? What is the difference between command shell and go and ask you? Right. I hope you got it right. So let's see, guys. Yeah. So now we are going to write for 7.sh. chmod for 7.sh. So random numbers it will print. Raw module, we are unable to execute the raw module commands in Python interpreter. Raw module, this is especially related to configure the switches and routers. Switches and routers doesn't have any shell. It having iOS. iOS means it's not a Apple operating system. In Cisco routers and switches, it having one operating system called iOS. It's looking like similar like Linux only, but it's not that much of huge. We are going to execute only few commands. It having internally one operating system, the routers and switches. So that's why we are going to use to execute. If you need to configure the 1000 routers with the help of Ansible, within 2 minutes, we can configure with the help of raw module. Right. Okay. So I'm getting like 10. Okay, don't worry. Okay. So I hope you got it, guys. This is infinity loop. So I hope you're clear. So this is again C style syntax. What kind of output you are going to get, man? See, it's not like this. Ansible, we are going to deploy only web application, databases, and those all stuff. If you want to can configure with Ansible routers and switches, firewalls, whatever, if you want to can configure. Means router and switches we can configure with Ansible. The Ansible, it got built like that. So maybe you are into data center. So suddenly you need to configure the 1000 routers, same configuration or different configuration. With the help of raw module, we can. Right. So I hope you got it, guys. For I is equal to 1, j is equal to 10, I less than is equal to 5, I plus plus j is equal to j plus 5. So what kind of output we'll get? Number one, 10, because j value we are going to print, right? So first number 1, 10, number 2, 10 plus 5, 15. Number 3, 15 plus 5, 20. అంతే కదా 15 plus 5, 20 కదా 20 plus 5, 25. Number 4. మీరు నా మీద డౌట్ పెడుతున్నారు మీరు పెట్టిన ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్ కి ఏంటమ్మా డే 1 ఇంక్రిమెంట్ ఇక్కడ మనం యూజ్ చేసేది ఏంది I++ ఇచ్చున్నాం కదా ఇవి నెంబర్స్ పడతాయి ఇక్కడ డైరెక్ట్ గా జేలో j+5 అని రాసాం అంటే జే వాల్యూకి 5 యాడ్ అవుతుంది అని అర్థం జే వాల్యూ 10 కి 5 యాడ్ అయితే ఎంత చెప్తానా అండి మీరు కొంచెం కన్ఫ్యూజన్ లో ఉన్నారు So got it, guys? So let's see. For loop, right? For I is equal to 1, j is equal to 10, right? Two values will have, two variables will have. Here condition I less than is equal to 5 means 5 values we are going to get. I plus plus means increment. Means 10, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 1, 5 like this we'll get. Then finally j value we need to print. Here we call the j variable here. So j value, first value 10. So number 1, 10 will get. Number 2, 10 plus 5, 15. Number 3, 15 plus 5, 20. Number 4, 20 plus 5, 25. So like this, 5 values will get. Got it, guys? $30. So I hope you got it, right? So this is all about for loops, guys. What is this? You know this one. Regular expressions. Regular expressions, okay? So let's see, guys, here 1 to 10. So 1 to 10 values it will print. So what is a difference between 1 dot dot 10 dot dot 2? What kind of output we are going to get with this expression? Second number it is going to skip. So for example, number 1 will get, number 2 we won't get, number 3 will get, and the number 4 we won't get. So like this. Second value it is going to skip. Don't say add numbers it will print. So if you try to writing from 0 again, we are going to get some different output. So 0 it will print, 1 it won't print, and then again 2 it will print. Okay. Second value it is going to skip. So those kind of like for loop statements and for loop conditions we are going to use. So tomorrow we are going to use this for loop, how to create the multiple user script, how to create the database backup script, to everything we'll discuss tomorrow. So maximum we are going to complete tomorrow, right? So that's it, guys. That's all for today. So we will miss your Linux session, sir. You will be remember for every Linux command we execute. Remember means even if I don't have the session, I am also going to forget, right? So frequently, if you're executing, if you're doing practice, you're going to remember easily. It's not a big deal. I didn't check even one document also, right? From the day 1 onwards. So thank you, Pankaj. So I didn't check any document even. I have 3 books into my mind: essay 1 book, essay 2 book, essay 3 book. Bit tangible also, because RS 8.0 onwards, they stopped the server and client model. They introduced was Ansible, so that's why I know bit tangible. So that's why I'm saying few related Ansible commands and those all stuff. So in RHC codes that got changed now. Let's see. If you're having time, then I'll explain about codes, official codes. So let's see here. Usually before 4 to 5 years before, we'll have RHEL 7.0 version. The 7.0 version having 2 courses, RHCSA, then RHC officially. So RHCSA having what we discussed now, those all stuff. EX200, I think exam paper, EX200 something will have. EX300 that paper, okay? Usually it having RSCSA having general basics. So Red Hat System Certified Administrator. RSC at the time it having server and client model. Means HTTP services, DNS services, DHCP services. right? So FTP, I think we don't have. MariaDB services, iSCSI services, and everything will have. So this is RHEL 7.0 version. But coming to RHEL 8.0 as well as in 9.0, nowadays we have the certification for 9.0. I think it's not a big deal. So same codes, but the content it got changed because while they introduced to us 8.0 at the time, Red Hat acquired by IBM before Corona. 1 year before Corona, Red Hat he acquired the IBM he acquired the Red Hat. Red Hat को IBM खरीद लिया. So they paid 4 times more. Now product, if my product like 100 rupees, they provided for me 400 rupees. मेरे को क्या लेना देना बोल के मैं भेज दिया उसको. 400 आ रहा है ना मेरे को बोल के. मतलब 4 times they paid for Red Hat. Now Red Hat belongs to IBM, so that's why we'll have the good demand nowadays. When the IBM they acquired the Red Hat, at the time onwards, they changed the syllabus. So RSCSA will have, in RSCSA, they included few new concepts called advanced disk management, performance tuning, right guys? Advanced disk management, performance tunings, and firewall related few concepts also they got included into RSCSA. Firewalls, right? Firewall related concept, everything they got included into RSCSA. Scripting, gifting, everything in RSCSA itself only. Coming to RHCE, Red Hat Certified System, RSCE, System Engineer. Here they introduced to us, instead of server and client concept, automation. So that's why I know bit Ansible. A bit only, guys. I don't know much like you. So got it. That is operating system performance tuning, man. So maybe if you're having some, we have some different stages in performance tuning. According to our requirement, we can, profiles will have, we can activate that particular profile. Then you are going to get bit performance from your operating system with the help of those profiles. So that is actually official content. So this is inspired by official content, exactly not. But what we discuss as of now, each and every chapter, it inspired by official content only. Should we do AWS certification or RSC certification? Yes, man. So depend on your requirement. RSCSA, RSC, if you are doing like any certification from Red Hat, 19,500 rupees exam fees, they are going to charge. And then you need to purchase 2 books minimum because of hall ticket. So few people, they will provide the hall ticket for 1,500 rupees like that. But if you need to purchase 2 books, it will take 3,000. They will take 3,000 rupees for 2 books. Those 3 books I have into my. So एक book भूल रहा हूँ, इसलिए again I need to, the tangible book I'm unable to remember. So few concepts I need to check again, because long back I used to teach the tangible also. That to certification related course. If I'm teaching certification, 100% you are going to crack the certification. That much of I did into Red Hat partners. If you want, you can verify about me. Many people, they know about me in Red Hat partners, especially testing centers. I used to work before Corona. Right, guys. Thank you. See you. Python, how to install? Please try to ask your DevOps faculty. Okay. So, right. See you guys. Bye. Take care.